Okay, I know I just uploaded a Hooktas game, but this one I just have to show because it is one of the most weird and beautiful pirate transitions I've done. So it doesn't even involve a single hoggar. So yeah, we got a token on one, you know, tokens Hooktas, very good. We got some economy, we got this this Swabby, second token. Life is looking great. We have a pair already on Alley Cat if I decide to freeze this shop. So far this is just the average high roll Hooktas game. We are probably not going to stay on tier 1 for too long again because we find so many good pieces. We will probably do another Jeef curve instead of warrior curve, meaning we level here instead of level on 7 and twice on 7 gold. So we get on tier 3 early on turn 4. Or we could decide to stay on tier 2 for a turn, it depends. And actually right now I only have one pair, so we only got this Tabbycat pair, we don't have a triple lined up or anything. And the rest of the cards kind of suck, and this shop isn't great. I'm trying to figure out what the best line is. Aaron decided to just hero power this 1/1 and get a second pair. And I'm just gonna take another tier 1 pair that is in the shop. So now I basically set myself up to triple almost guaranteed. I have 3 pairs. There's like no way that I keep missing triples for the next coming turns, right? With 3 pairs lined up, especially since they're tier 1. I have 1 triple in the shop. I do discover either triple from hero power, so I obviously take the demon triple here and just buy the second triple in the shop. And once again, tier 4, you know, you have all the avenge cards that just generate value or stats. You have so many great tools now on, well, tier 4 instead of tier 5 and 6 that I decided to just take some tier 4s here. Again, we got a Doomsayer, so we are just chilling, right? We just generate more demons, so we generate more value, tempo, and potential triples. And here, these all kind of suck, so I just took Peggy because it was the best tempo. It's a 6/5 with potential upside if I do happen to find another pirate, which I don't have right now. I gem up my Doomsayer so it doesn't die. And life is looking good because we have yet another pair lined up, and we get a second pair from this Doomsayer. So now we also have a pair on this Icky Imp. So we didn't find a triple here, sadly, but doesn't matter. This Flurgle did just triple. I just decided to level. I'm on 30 HP. I still have value from this Doomsayer. I want to find tier 4 demons maybe, or more Peggies. And there's a triple in our shop. Amazing. This taunt is gonna protect my board and guarantee that I get more value from this Doomsayer. I find, well, just a tier 1 demon. This one isn't too great, doesn't matter. And we are gonna take it, I think, but not too hard because we were able to kill his 4-drop. He just tripled into a high main for whatever reason. And I'm just gonna go into a 5, trying to hit a hoggar because that would be a nice transition with this Peggy. Although I do roll first for a pirate because otherwise I miss a lot of stats. I'm just taking whatever pirate I find here, just so Peggy is gonna help scale this up. In case you remember one of my previous videos, I also just bought a random pirate or Peggy even though I was playing elementals, and the pirate ended up being massive, just completely free without having to commit any resources to it, just automatically. My triple sucked. We just have a brand which doesn't do shit right now. It's actually not that great, but hey, we have a brand. We could maybe do something with that. And there's a big Fernal, but this game, because last game, this was actually the game right after the other Hooktas game, I played demons. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of done with demons. We do have this Doomsayer. We do have like a great future lined up if I take this big Fernal, but I have this Peggy and this pirate. I kind of want to try and lean into pirates more. Hooktas can easily force pirates as well because you get so many triples, and well, you don't take too much damage for it, and we can level aggressively. Like next year we could go to tier 5 and try and find hoggar, maybe some Elizas. We are able to beat this patches somehow, even though I'm playing rather greedy. Like my triples suck. I level, I mean, this triple sucked, my triples were great. I'm holding back a lot, like all of these gems in hand, all of these cards. So I just level, I say YOLO, and there is a Tony. Now Tony is maybe gonna make this Peggy golden or this captain, and that was fine. I sold my Impatient Doomsayer. I didn't want to commit onto pirates, onto demons I mean, and I want to try and pivot here. So let's see how this is gonna work out. I did also take Sunbacon because every gem that I generate gives me stats with Peggy, so Sunbacons are great since it gives me +2/+2 plus +2/+2 from the Peggy. And there's a second Peggy. So now I'm kind of happy. I'm just gonna get rid of all of this demon stuff. Essentially, this Impatient Doomsayer just filled my hand and filled my board with potential pairs, triples, and some tempo, but didn't end up actually making us pivot fully into demons, which I'm fine with. I'm not a big demon fan, as you guys know, but we even find the Urzul. I guess the game really wanted us to go with these, but yeah, I'm just gonna say no and try and force pirates and see how that works. And I luckily have a lot of reborns at the Scallywag, so we almost guarantee something golden with Tony, and we golden a Peggy, which is great. That is gonna help us scale a lot. Like a single hoggar now would be amazing, because we have golden and normal Peggy, so that would be insane stats. We do find a triple on this card. Maybe it's an Eliza, who knows? That would be pretty good. And yep, it's an Eliza. Even a Malgadon would be nice because we still have this brand, which isn't doing much right now. But we have Eliza. I'm gonna take Scally because again it works with the Tony and obviously with the Eliza. I'm getting rid of the Bran. Bran just isn't gonna do much on this board currently with pirates. Like Bran with pirates is good if you have hoggars, because then with those arms it's gonna give you a lot of stats. With cards you can generate, but other than that, not really. I'm not gonna freeze for Baron because I don't really want to be a Scallywag comp yet. Generally speaking, Scallywag comp is also rather easy to counter. And there's a free like stats in the shop if I find or if I buy the Gambler, but then I would see one less shop. I would waste 1 gold and a roll. I don't think that's worth it. I golden the Captain sadly instead of Eliza, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna complain about a golden Captain. We'll keep the Tony around as long as necessary until we have this Eliza golden. We find a second Scally, so technically we could go with Scally comp. You still buy all of the Gamblers because again they're literally free buffs, but I need Taunt. There's a lot of beast players in the lobby, a lot of cleaves, and Taunt also protects my Eliza from getting sniped and my Tony, and I need to guarantee that I get values. So instead I'm just gonna sell this Scallywag, I think. Cycle another card for some buffs. I'm just gonna play Void Lord. Again, it's gonna count towards 2 hits for my Tony, and protect my board from getting sniped. This guy's 2 Quillboars. I didn't play around Cleave. Turns out he is Menagerie and he has a massive Cleave, which kind of sucks, but at least we, we guarantee getting our Eliza golden here, which isn't a bad thing necessarily, right? Now we can just do strong stuff, and we should get a top 4 guaranteed. I don't see us ever getting a bottom 4. Now this lobby, like 7 people are still alive. This is still very grindy, and which is bad because we don't really have real scaling. We didn't find hoggar. We didn't find major ways to scale. We're just goldening every pirate on our board and doing small stuff, buying small cards. I'm even holding in hand here, doing nothing. But luckily this brand doesn't really do much either. He has a brown on the board and Murlocs, but he's so small. He just has some poisons, so I think we should beat that most of the time. And with lucky hits, we're able to golden our final pirate, which is Peggy. I don't really care about golden Scallywag for obvious reasons. So now this Tony literally goldened every pirate on my board, and I'm just chilling. I'm pretty strong with this golden Eliza, so I'm just trying to see where I can take this board. I'm still kind of hopeful that we find a hoggar and can do some APM stuff and just get crazy stats, but it's not really happening. Now there is a Gold Grubber. I got rid of Tony, by the way, because that has no use for me anymore. Gold Grubber could scale up, like he gets +8/+8 a turn, but I'm gonna run into board space issues soon. Like if I do Grubber comp, then I can't really do these Scallies, or I can, but then I'm super board locked unless I sell one of the Peggies. Instead, I just decided to go for the Selfless in the shop, because Selfless again is just a great endgame with this board. With this specific board, like we don't really scale much. I don't really know what to do, so I felt like we should just try and be as strong as possible and try and murder people before they beat us. And Selfless will prove to be a very good addition, because we have good stats, right? We have decent pirates, but we still get countered by stuff like cleaves, countered by poison. We're luckily able to kill this guy with a massive cleave, exact lethal, which is amazing because of the Selfless once again. So it's like trying to identify where we can take this weird scuffed pirate transition that we have going, and I'm just gonna continue picking up Selflesses. Now I have 6 gold left, and you know me, I'm just gonna take this brand and the Seafood Slinger and try and maybe find some Amalgadons. We're top 3, so we're getting into the end game. This guy is another beast board. He does have double Macaw, Baron, Reborn Goldred, and double Hydra, so this is kind of spooky as well. And I think he has enough stats to beat us. We're actually not that big. Like all of the stats gained on this board is by double Golden Peggy, without major economy to make use of that, and just this Eliza that gets good value from the Scallywags that attack first, that are taunted. But that's about it. So we're gonna take at 21 here, we'll be at 3 HP, and we'll have to rethink our life and how we're gonna end up winning this lobby, because I don't want to settle for a top 3. This game is amazing. Luckily we face a ghost, we get a chill turn, and we find our golden selfless. Now, I'm gonna all in here even though it's a ghost, because if I lose to the ghost, I'm just sad, right? Like, we got a 3rd place, maybe 3rd, 2nd tied if someone dies here. We do find a Baron, which is great with these Scallywags and with this selfless. Like, it is just amazing value all around, and it is better than this small Peggy, even though it's a golden Peggy. If you're greedy here, you keep the Peggies on the board for a round to milk them for more stats. We also find Zap in case the beast player survives, so we can zap the beasts, but I have to sell a Peggy. I hate to see it, I hate to do it. Peggy is amazing, but I didn't want to greed here and accidentally lose to a ghost. I wanted to all in, so that way I guarantee some more MMR out of this game. And lucky that I did, because this guy was actually strong. He kind of popped off, he has a lot of stats, he has poison, so if we didn't put the Baron in, we could definitely lose here, I think. And as you will see in this fight, it's gonna be rather close, so there's no need to like greed against someone who just died and might be able to counter us, because we're not that strong. Luckily, rewarded top 2, the beast died, so Zap is useless. We're up against this Mutinous, who seems insanely strong. If I remember correctly, they have some sort of menagerie with big cleave, which you want to play around. Now, Scallywag stuff, it's not like we only have 2 Scallywags with Baron. It's not that amazing, so I decided to triple it, and we can maybe put something better on the board instead, right? Like we can put a poison instead, and we can still discover a Max now possibly from this, maybe an Amalgadon. I do have Bran, and there's a Reborn in the shop, so if I hit Max now, it'd be amazing on this board. Like, double Scally again, it's just not that good. It also is pretty bad against Cleave. And, well, we get to choose. I took Maxna because it's guaranteed Poison Reborn, while Amalgadon isn't really guaranteed. I don't need board space to fit the brand and all that stuff, so we just go for the safe play instead of the maybe high roll play. Take the Maxna. Now, I was figuring out if we could Reborn the Maxna, but I don't see how. We would have to sell something for the Reborn, and we don't have something good to replace it with. So, because of that, I'm just gonna play the Maxna here, and I'm not gonna Reborn it, because again, if I take something out and replace it, I think I literally just get weaker. I do freeze for Lookout in case I wanna Seafood Slinger Lookout next turn with the Bran and try and make something work, which it seems very unlikely. He does have Golden Lightfang, normal Lightfang, and a big cleave, so this is the first time I actually see one of these compositions get a top 2. Menagerie hasn't really been good recently, but it's good to see someone being able to pull it off. And, well, we seem really strong. These shields really make a difference with the Baron, so I'm happy that I early on decided to go for the Golden Selfless Baron, because that's the only reason we're winning this fight. If I tried to scale or still pivot or do something, I wouldn't have made it. And it's enough to kill him, so we don't even have to worry about next turn. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed this weird game, and I'll see you in the next one.